Good morning. I'm kind of excited today because we are going to do something new. Today, you guys are going to get tested on our vector chapter, but it's going to be unlike any other test that you've done in my class, certainly. So it's going to be a little bit creative. Um, so I'm kind of excited. What I'd like you to do is create a treasure map using vectors. So you're going to put down at least 8 vectors and you're going to try to lead someone to from a starting point to the treasure. And I haven't tested my map yet with anyone. I was going to enlist Jack to do it today, so I'll see how it works. So the tools that you're going to need are possibly your phone. I'm going to show you how to use that. Protractor would be nice. If you don't have one, remember you could make a simple one of, obviously 0 and 180 degrees. 90 degrees, pretty easy to make, right? And then you could use trig to do the 45, 30, and 60. So you could do a simple protractor. And if you don't have technology on your phone, you may want to just stick to those simple angles: 30, 45, 60, 90, 0, and make it a little bit simpler for you. And that's okay. That still gets 100% if you do it well, right? I also used a good ruler, even though the protractor has a ruler on there. So those kind of things, and of course the pencil or a pen. So the finished product is going to look something like this. So it's going to have 8 or so vectors on there, and I did draw mine to scale. You can, or you don't have to. It doesn't really matter. But you need to make it legible and draw it with a ruler at least, and estimate the angles and whatnot. Make it at least a little bit accurate. Otherwise, it won't make any sense to your person that's trying to follow your treasure map, right? If it's way off scale. So it may help to do it to scale. The other thing I want to let you know is I used some apps on the phone. So if you have an iPhone, I'm not sure if like Samsung has the same apps or not, but I would think that they would have something similar. So on the phone, you'll notice it has this one here, which tells us our direction. Cool, right? And then it also has this one that measures distance. So those are the two things you need for a vector, right? Distance and direction. So that's the way I did my treasure map. I actually walked it and used my phone to measure. So the thing that you're really going to have to, if you use the phone, though, there's something that makes it very confusing. And I want to show you that. So let's see if I can't switch the camera around though. So I'll show it to you here. The phone measures everything from north. So it measures everything starting due north and measure around this way. We typically measure everything from like due east and measure the opposite direction, counterclockwise, rather than the phone measures everything clockwise starting from north. So it was pretty easy I just started my measuring like this, going up and down instead of usually how we do it this way. And I think once you start in, you'll figure that out, okay? If you do not have a phone, there are other ways to do it too. You can just estimate 30 degrees and you can make it, not as accurate. Let's say you could make it for your 5-year-old brother or something and say, point your vector towards the corner of the garden and say, do 3 somersaults, 3 somersaults at a 30-degree angle or something. And you can do it as creative as you want. I did it kind of more scientifically because that's the way I am, and I designed it for either my husband or my 18-year-old son, who's not going to want to do cartwheels and somersaults, right? So do however you want, make the treasure whatever you want. And then the 2 things I'd like you to submit is a picture of your treasure map and a less than 2-minute video of your victim, who just showing them trying to use your treasure map and finding the treasure. Okay, so that's it, and good luck. And I'll put some instructions too in Google Classroom for you. So thanks, guys, and we'll talk about it at the Google Meet, and hopefully I can answer all your questions. Bye.